Welcome back to Cookies and Milk. I'm your host, William.
I'm your host, Ben. It's episode 135 of Cookies and Milk.
We were wrong about Overwatch's new event. It is 6 years in the past, and that is infinitely worse. Stop it! We're having ice cream cookies.
Yes, you didn't get yours in a convenient way to unwrap it, so you made a bunch of crinkly noises as usual. Right, it's much harder to eat than normal cookies and milk. But we were wrong about Overwatch. It is 6 years in the past, and it's boring.
It's very boring.
They really get you in the beginning. There's like an animated cutscene where Tracer comes up on her motorcycle and takes out a couple of them. And then they plan it perfectly. They literally plan it perfectly. Every single turn he's going to make. So that Winston knows when he has to jump in, and Mercy knows when she has to jump in, and Genji knows when he has to get it. And then they corner him, and he takes a long, long time to not get away.
Yeah.
By the time you get there, somehow, after you've fought off like 30 minutes worth of dudes, he's just getting to his helicopter then. And it's another just it's Overwatch thing. It's if I had to place it, Blackwatch, Uprising, this.
Wow. The sticks are getting worse.
Maybe this is better than Uprising. Maybe I'm looking at Uprising through tinted glasses, but
I think Uprising had more interesting. Uprising was fun.
Yeah.
Even though it was specifically just like capture the point.
Yeah.
And escort the
There's
payload.
a lot of standing and waiting in Uprising, I feel like.
That's still a...
Aside from that huge push at the end you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So, I kind of wish there was like a Helibird boss battle at the end.
I would have loved some kind of boss battle. I thought it was really building up to it. Yeah.
That'd be so cool. But no. It's just a build-up to a Doomfist battle we already know the end results of.
You don't fight Doomfist there. Oh, no. I mean, you fight Doomfist eventually.
Yeah, that's the...
But I wish you did it there.
Right. It's just too little too late for me to be excited about an event like this.
And here's the thing is, I was excited about this event.
Right.
But I don't know anybody who's like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, that event was great. Because it's not. It's not that good.
Because here's the thing. This is the first event where people don't have fun outfits. You have...
You had the Blackwatch set.
You had Uprising set, where they were like dressed in their blues.
Yeah.
You had Blackwatch in their blacks. And then orange jumpsuit Tracer, normal Winston, normal Genji, normal Mercy.
Yeah, what are these outfits? Do we not have Overwatch outfits? We don't have an Overwatch uniform?
Yeah, that's what gets me the most. They're not like... They are a military organization. They need to be dressed accordingly. Because if not, then they just look like vigilantes.
Which is what it sort of feels like when they're just out there blowing up shit in the middle of the streets.
Yeah.
Like, dude, how are you allowed to do this?
They're not.
And that's sort of the thing is that nothing really, like, goes wrong. It's so boring. Like, the final cutscene played and I was like, whoa. Snore.
It doesn't make any sense. Anyway. That's out of the way. I'm playing One Piece World Seeker and also Metro Exodus at the same time. And I'm also dabbling in Katamari Reroll. It's a lot. Man, it really would have helped if we had played Infinite World Red more.
Yeah. I wanted to. It was fun.
Yeah. So, World Seeker is intriguing to say the least. This is the first, like, real open world One Piece game. Infinite World Red is actually open world, isn't it?
It was sort of open world.
So, this one is also open world. But, like, There's very little life to it.
Oh.
Like, the first opening is fun. Like, they're all doing their own things. Like, Zoro and Sanji are like Marines, like dressed up as Marines. Although they don't have the models of that, so they just like show them from the waist down, and then they get rid of their disguises and they're normally dressed.
Of course,
of course. Nami and Brook are infiltrating. Chopper is doing something. Usopp and Frankie are on the boat. And Robin is getting the key for Luffy's handcuffs because he like came in like.
I've watched the opening cutscene.
Yeah. So after that build up, Luffy crash lands in the ocean, gets saved by Jean, the green-haired girl, and things get. The gameplay is fun. I will not deny that. However, there is very little substance right at the get-go.
Yeah.
And even through upgrading, which is a slow process, you're so branched out in things you can get. There's 2 different fighting styles, but you just press square for both. Their defensive maneuvers are different. You have observation hockey, and you can do shave with it. Or armament hockey, and you just hold up your blocks. You can do a ranged attack, and with observation it's a lot faster, so you can just like punch a dude a bunch. Or with armament you could do a very fun 1 punch, like 2 punches they're done. So that's kind of fun. But those are just 2 of the things you can get. You gotta upgrade yourself to make exploration and traversal fun.
Right. Which I can understand that. That's a lot of times how it goes.
Yeah.
That it's a real slog until you get the good stuff.
And I'm not gonna like say, oh, it's like another game where you gotta wait till you get the fucking grappling hook.
Yeah.
In order for things to be fun. You can just like do a few chapters and get enough XP just to go in on Gum Gum Rocket. You can hold R1 instead of just tapping it to launch yourself after you latch onto something.
Makes sense.
And you can like do that forever, and it's fun to chain them together.
Except when you get sniped.
Right. But here's the thing that kills me the most about these One Piece games. There's no English voice acting. And there's very little voice acting at all. It's just a lot of text in my fun, fast-paced One Piece game. Like, I'll talk to a person who needs a quest done, and they're like, I need 2 small snail shells. That'll be great. I'll give you a ring that you can only equip 1 of. But you have like 5 already.
Those fun One Piece adventures that they go on. Pick up 2 snail shells to get a ring.
Yeah. A ring that buffs either your observation or your armament hockey. So if you equip that ring, you'll just always use that one. There's no reason to switch.
That was one of the big things I heard about the game, like the complaints people had, was that it seemed boring.
Yeah.
And it didn't have the life that One Piece sort of has to it.
Here's a dull thing that keeps happening. I keep running into the cast and characters of One Piece. I've run into Smoker and Tashigi.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, in that order. I don't fight Tashigi first.
Huh.
It's fine. I'm not saying Tashigi's weaker than Smoker. But I mean, like, she is.
Yeah.
But I fight Smoker first, and he gets a call from the warden.
And he has to leave?
And he has to leave.
Why?
And Smoker's like, you got lucky this time, Straw Hat. Warden's orders, I'm to leave. And Tashigi gets the same call.
What?
She's like, I'm in the middle. Oh, alright. The warden is fucking asshole. He, like, starts the game being like, well, Luffy got away from me this time, but he's trapped on this island.
Yeah, I
No,
control
he's not. There are ships everywhere.
He controls the whole island. And then he asks Smoker and Tashigi to leave you alone.
He's also part robot.
Yes.
And I told you about that scene where Luffy's about to go fight him in the middle of a city street, and an old woman stops him, and the warden still notices him and keeps walking.
Why?
I think it's to gather data on Luffy.
What? How much more data could you need? He's the most wanted criminal in the world.
Akainu is there. Aokiji will also be there, and Kizaru will also be there. People who can beat Luffy.
He's gonna call them and tell them to leave.
I 100% believe that's gonna be the case.
If that's how every Marine fight goes, take the game back.
I can't do that because I'm like, no, Mom. I got it for my birthday, and I'm like, no, Mom. I'm gonna really enjoy this game.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I am enjoying this game. The gameplay is. It's one of those things where the gameplay is good enough for me to stick with it. That being said, fights end too quickly.
Yeah.
Or if there's a big long-term fight, I'm not focusing on the fight. I'm focusing on an objective that I'm doing around the fight.
Right.
I will run in... So, there are, like, prisons set, like, pushed around, like, in this... Like, there's a tower prison, there's a sea prison, there's an air prison.
Yeah.
I walked into the tower prison, and there were so few Marines.
Oh.
And I'm like, are you fucking for real? I should... What is the one thing... What are the two fights that Luffy goes through in One Piece? Big horde fights, where he's mowing down tons of people at once, or a big old slugfest between him and another high-powered person. So,
how are the 1v1 fights, by the way? Yeah?
I've fought two very easy people, and it's very easy to build up a special gauge. So, I mean, like, not too hard. not too hard at all. The most annoying thing that has been is in the snipers, which offer no... they offer no kind of challenge or, like, thing to overcome.
They just shoot you.
They shoot you and stagger you.
Nice.
And they can shoot you and stagger you from a far ways away when you're swinging through the fun city, when you're just minding your own business. And it'll be like, hey, fucking bang, and I can just shoot you immediately again. So if you try to move, I'll just shoot you down.
What if that was the thing? What if you were about to get killed by a sniper because you just could not approach them, but then there was a cutscene of them getting a call from the warden?
Warden, sir, I'm about to kill Luffy. What? You want me to... Let me have dinner with you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Like, Smoker and Tashigi are visibly frustrated with having to leave in the middle of a fight they were losing.
But they were mad. I could have won.
I don't understand that. Like, Luffy just knocks them out. Just let Luffy knock them out.
Yeah, there's no... Yeah, no, he's not going to kill them.
He's not going to kill them.
What is the... Kainu?
Bro, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how he would react to seeing a Kainu there.
That's the unfortunate part of it, is because Luffy versus Kainu Redux is supposed to be like the most important scene in the anime.
100%.
And he's just gonna meet him on this island.
They get the fully voiced cutscene there in World Seeker. And Akainu's obviously not the final boss. It's this fucking warden dude who's a robot
boss.
man.
Yeah.
Also, second thing, there was like, when I saved Frankie from the sea prison, he's like, they were really interested in taking me apart. Thanks for saving me. And I'm like, yeah, of course, the warden is half robot as well.
That's pretty cool, though. You don't see a lot of cyborgs in One Piece.
He fought a pacifista to get Frankie out of the...
That's...
Yeah. Well, they're full robots.
Yeah. I mean, Kuma's a cyborg. That's two cyborgs.
Kuma's barely a cyborg now.
I know.
I don't fucking understand what's going on with Kuma.
He hit me.
Rubble's here. Oh my god.
He's a fun little having boy. He wants to play with the bag.
I'm also playing Metro Exodus, and the pacing in this game is fucking weird. So let me take you back in time to the end of the last game. Metro Last Light or whatever. Oh my god. Rubba has like a little backpack on. So...
I gotta take a picture.
Artyom is the main character of Metro Last Light. and he has to kill a bunch of dark beasts.
Whoa.
Dark irradiated beasts.
Wolves?
That, like,
Bears?
teleport and are, like, sentient. So, he climbs up to a big radio tower, and, like, he kills them all.
Oh.
But, like, as he's, like, climbing down, he gets a blip on his, like, radio of an outside signal not in Moscow.
Oh.
So the big thing is, in the Metro series, is that they think they're the only ones left.
Yeah.
Real quick it's shown that this is not the case.
Well, I would hope so, right? Because that's the end of the last game, so this game should pick up there.
No.
Huh?
It's like 6 months in the future. Artyom has been throwing himself to the irradiated upper, to the surface of Moscow, constantly, like, checking signals, trying to get, like, that thing again. And, like, his wife is, like, getting real worried because he keeps coming...
Artyom.
Yeah. Artyom.
Please come back.
The doctor's saying that people won't keep giving their blood for you even if you are the hero.
Artyom, you cannot have more blood.
Artyom, stop asking for blood.
Artyom, get your own blood.
That's what I'm trying to do. And the leader of the Watchers, the Watch people who protect the underground metro, and also his wife's father, is like giving him a lot of shit.
Artyom, you are letting my little girl down. She is worried for you.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you sure are doing those accents.
I want to continue to the conversation. I want to make the listeners feel like they're really playing Metro Exodus.
You think we're going to get 8 listeners on this?
The listeners. Any listeners. 1.
That's fair. So this is all, like, going around, like, for, like, the first 30 minutes. This is the first 30 minutes.
Artyom.
That's a lot of it. So next it cuts to you and your wife out there, like, doing a signal check. Checking for the signal.
She came with you.
Yeah, and your wife is like... Well, she's there to, like, convince you to, like...
Artyom, put the signal check down.
Well, she came with you to check with... but then also start to convince you that no.
See, Artyom, there is nothing for you here.
Yeah. You're getting really impassioned in this.
I feel like I'm playing Metro Exodus now.
So...
I wrote Metro Exodus.
As you guys are leaving, you see a train above the surface.
Wow.
She's like, what? A train above the surface? That's crazy! And
Artyom, the train
then
above the surface,
there's
that's crazy.
like a car pulls up and she's like, those are our guys. They must be chasing the train as well. And we get in and we're kidnapped.
Why did you get in the car?
She thought
Artyom.
she thought it was our friends.
Our guys are in the car, Artyom.
Artyom. So we get in and there are 2 people coming to Moscow inside the truck that
are they Russian?
They're like Slavic. They're coming to Moscow from a different portion of Russia.
Artyom, nice to meet you.
They've been, like, kidnapped.
You're kidnapped.
They've been, like, taken from the border. This gets kind of dark, so... I
have nothing against Artyom's wife.
Well, so...
Artyom, I hope nothing happens to me.
God, I would hope so. I would hope not. So these 2 people are like, we came to look for the boy's father. It's like an older woman and a teenage boy. Not Artyom's dad.
Kidnapped by an old woman and a teenage boy?
No. Like, they were in the back of the truck as well.
And they got kidnapped also.
Yeah, by someone called by some group of people called the Hansa, which is like, I don't know.
Are they Russian?
They're Russian, yeah. They live in Moscow.
Okay.
Everything is in Russia right now.
I just want to make sure.
It's like, we're going east to more Russia. It's a great exodus.
I just want to make sure don't have to bust any more accents.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Thanks.
You're good on the Russian accents. You don't have to. We're not going that far east yet. So you get the 2 people get taken out of and your wife this whole time is like, what are you talking about? There's places outside of Moscow?
No, there are no places.
And like she's like,
the boy's father is dead. He was taken by dark beasts. You must abandon him.
What are you talking about? And she's like, Artyom, you were right. You were right. So this is a switch in 15 minutes. This is a big ol' heap of info in 15 minutes.
I always knew you were right. My father was an idiot.
So, these two people start to get taken out of the truck, and they're about to get shot to death.
Oh.
By the people, because they attempted to access Moscow.
Yeah.
And Artyom, this dude who's like epic Russian soldier.
Artyom. Artyom or the other guy?
Artyom.
Do not shoot them.
Well, he doesn't talk.
Oh.
Only in loading screens in the beginning of the games.
Yes. My bad.
That's fine. It's so awkward when people are talking to Artyom so much and he doesn't say anything. Like,
Artyom, why do you never speak to me?
I don't fucking get it why the scripts are made that way. Master Chief doesn't talk all the time, but he talks when people are talking to him.
Yeah. Artyom, you do not understand to be silent protagonist.
So this makes it worse. I'll just do a brief aside. This makes scenes where, like, you walk up to a character, like, because there's a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
You walk up to a character, and they're like, hey, Artyom. They're like, they go on a big old tirade.
My good friend, let us talk like we used to.
It's the biggest one-sided conversation in the world, because it's just Artyom not saying anything. There was literally, like... I'm getting ahead of myself. So Artyom jumps out of the truck.
Yeah.
Dude that probably has, like, you know, some knife stashed somewhere. He just, like, grabs the dude's head, and I'm like, he's gonna snap his neck, and it's gonna be cool. And he just, like, pushes him away. And then a dog...
Whoa, Artyom, so cool.
Then a dog comes out of nowhere.
Thank you for saving me, Artyom.
And they are... And Artyom, like... And then he's, like, holding the dog's mouth... And I'm like, is he gonna kill the dog or what? And he I think he just pushes the dog away.
Artyom,
and then the second guy that was there, like Artyom just like pushes the dog away and then stands straight and tall and looks at the guy who was about to shoot them dead. And the guy just shoots him straight in the chest. And Artyom falls.
Artyom!
And then, no, so there's in the subtitles of the game, you hear your wife and it's, Artyom! Like, that's in the, it's dash T-O, and then it's just like, O-Y, 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 O-Y. Like, I can only, it's so weird to picture it, but then also the other two people get gunned down and killed. And then they just take your wife.
Yeah.
Because she's the daughter of a big general, and they also answer to him.
Huh?
Fucking. But then... So you're like, it's like Artyom's like pushing through like the bullet in his chest.
Yeah,
he's
you
like,
wake up later and everybody's gone.
No, he's just there. He just gets up.
Huh?
He gets up and he's like, he doesn't have his gas mask in, and then he finds one perfectly fine right next to him, and he puts it on.
Playing Adventures.
Yeah, and he puts in a med kit on himself.
Where does he get that?
In the sewage, in the dead body sewage.
Yes. Oh, they put him into a dead body pile.
Yeah, it's just a big body of dead body.
Yeah,
it's just a big pile of dead bodies.
Because the way I was like, he just gets up right from there, and you were like, no, it's like immediate.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where you realize that these people have been collecting people from the border, gunning them down, and this is still like...
That's what you get for go to Moscow.
Or leave Moscow.
Or leave Moscow. You remain your distance from Moscow. Do not change.
You may stay in big circle that is Moscow.
Do not approach.
We chose the worst place to ever live, and you must live here.
And if you try to live here, you are not allowed. You are not allowed to come or leave Moscow.
Only Moscow. So.
Only Moscow is real.
That's the basic gist of it. So. You,
Me.
Yeah, you crawl out of the corpse pile. So a real fun image right there. And you find, you go to the base, the Hansa base or whatever, and you find a guy who's like, you're killing people, gunning them down left and right like fascists, which is true.
You say that?
No, Artyom doesn't fucking speak. The train engineer is like...
You are gunning people down, you're like fascists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they throw him in a cage.
No.
They throw him in a room, just a fucking room.
This is my room.
That Artyom just so happens to have a small little crawl space to get into.
Yes.
And here's a fun thing. Artyom just, like, emotes with his hands sometimes. Not a lot. Like, he's not, like...
Welcome to my room, Artyom.
Like, he doesn't he doesn't have sign language.
He just gestures.
Which he probably does. Like, that's my thinking of it. But he doesn't speak. A group of Russians are probably... Never mind.
Artyom, you have a communication disability.
Is that the end of the...
I don't know how to spell Artyom. That can't be the title of the episode.
I can spell... Anyway. So, you get...
When the fuck is this game open world?
So, you get... You free that guy.
You kill him, yeah.
No.
Free him from the mortal coil.
So, no. This guy, like, looks at you and is, like, about to call for guards, and Artyom, like, puts both his hands out. And it's so fun to see, like, a first-person shooter character's hands. Like, doing anything but holding a gun. So he just, like, holds his hands out and, like, shakes his hands. So yes. he can, like...
Communicate. Sorry, Artyom. I was about to call for guards who are killing people.
So, you sneak around.
Because I wanted to save them. I wanted to preserve the safety of their base.
You throw trash all around.
No, Artyom, this is my room.
And stealth past enemies in order to get to your wife, who's, like, being, like, interrogated by some dude.
I'll never talk.
And you kill him real quick.
Yes.
And then you kill the other guy. Well, you don't kill him real quick, but you push him aside. And then you
push him.
Artyom just pushing people.
Artyom, you're so rude.
But you don't actually kill him.
You don't kill anybody.
Yeah, pacifist run. So they're like fighting and stuff with a gun. And Artyom like fires the gun at like a bunch of computer screens.
Artyom, my NVIDIA Engage. You have broken it.
Oh, what will I play now in the harsh realities of Russia?
Artyom. I need to get to my EVE Online account, Artyom.
Oh, God.
Still going through the apocalypse.
Wow, crazy, right? Only radios exist.
The Russians love their EVE Online.
Yeah. So...
Two things I know about Russian culture.
EVE Online and NVIDIA?
EVE Online.
Not NVIDIA?
Not NVIDIA, I made that one up.
Tracksuits. That's just Slavic in general,
yeah,
right?
That's all Slavics. Hashtag all Slavics.
This feels weird. So you shoot like this console on accident, and then it's like, no, the radio jammer.
Easy.
It's blocking all of the nations from interacting with us.
They will get to Moscow.
And it's a really fun scene.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really interesting... Rubble! Oh. He's knocking over batteries. Other side. Spray him. Oh, he looks so sad.
I cannot pull the trigger on my comrade.
So, it would be a good scene if it didn't happen, like, in the first hour.
That's a good way for the game to end.
Yeah, like, to see everything. Like, to...
Like...
Figure out the truth and then start the next game pursuing that.
This is why my signal has been jammed.
Artyom's signal got jammed.
Oh, Artyom, they were jamming your signal the whole time.
Thank you, my wife. And you see all these once before red blips start turning like green across the whole nation, and it's like, the whole world is like alive. Artyom and your wife is also there. Right?
Artyom, we will take the metro to America.
No, right? And it's a fun little thing because Artyom like puts his hands out like excitedly to hug his wife,
of course,
and she hugs him back. And I'm like, that's fun. Gives some characterization of Artyom that he loves his wife, and that's what counts. And it's like we're not the only ones there, and it's like we gotta escape this location.
Yes,
even though like my dad is the general of this place, and they should not be shooting at me. Because this is a big misunderstanding. So you go through, like, killing people, killing Russians.
They will find out that the Russians are still alive, Artyom.
Or at least stealthing through and knocking them out. Yeah. And then you're like, Yermak is the train driver.
Yeah.
And your wife, Anna, get into the train and they start moving. It's like we're running away. We're getting out of here. And then a flashbang goes in, which shouldn't stop a train.
No, yeah.
Because they're about to drive through the barricade and like we.
But the flashbang comes up, so he hits the brakes.
No, he doesn't hit the brakes. Why would he hit the brakes?
Does the train not stop then?
So I don't know why it stops, but it does stop, and you come to, and your whole squad, your old squad, there's Idiot, there's Stepan, there's Idiot 2.
Oh, Stepan, Idiot 2. No!
There's a lot of people I don't care about, and I'm sure I would have if I had
They're dead!
No, they're not dead.
Oh.
But also,
you.
the general is there.
Oh,
and then
they betray you.
No, see, here's the weird thing. They don't betray you. They're just like, you fucked up big time, Artyom. Now we're all traitors. Because, well, his team vouched for Artyom. Like Artyom didn't mean to do this. It was all a big misunderstanding. It's like, what's going on, Dad? Why are you hiding this from us? It's like, the war is still going on, which...
Huh?
I don't think that's true. I think that's a big lie. Because, why the fuck would the war still be going on?
Yeah, if it's already a wasteland.
That's the dad, believes that wholeheartedly, and I'm just waiting for the twist where, that's not a thing at all, still.
Dad, you were wrong.
Upper government's just been lying to everyone.
There is no war.
So, they're driving. They're like, well, we already stole this train, and we're carrying 2 fugitives, Artyom and his wife, and also Yermak, I guess.
That's 3.
That's 3 fugitives. And then another train pulls up. How are they keeping this hidden?
Yeah.
And it's it's a scouting train. And it's you better pull over.
Pull over.
Stop the train. Stop the train or, destroy it.
Oh.
They'll just shoot a bunch of guns at it. And it's Artyom, you got this into this mess. Here's some plastic explosives. Blow their engine up. And it's
huh?
So you're just full on with this, huh?
We're not talking anything out, huh?
They weren't either. They were going to shoot him up. And so Artyom blows that up. And then the dad is like, well, great. Now we're fugitives. So we got to get to this secret land that is a city being built underground or whatever, or above ground. And that's an hour and a half into the game. All of that happens in the span of an hour and a half.
And then it's open world.
Then it's open world. No. Because then you're just on the train, and you just talk to people.
You're on the train for 4 hours.
You're just talking to people, and you can then initiate the next, segment of the world.
Yeah.
But... oh my god. There was so much to it, to the beginning, where they had to cram in a bunch of exposition. They had to get a big group of people, when in reality, I think it would have been fine if it was just Artyom and Anna traveling.
Yeah.
They take the train, they steal the train with Yermak, but the train breaks down and they're just on foot, because the Russian, fucking 2 clicks, a few kilometers out of the Moscow area, the radiation disappears.
What?
Yeah. They don't need... there's, not as bad radiation.
Yeah.
To the point where you can, just wear your gas mask, and, you'll be fine. Moscow was bad because, Artyom was, taking precautions, and he would come back irradiated as shit.
Sure.
And in this one, they're taking off their masks, breathing in the fresh air. It's this was 2 miles away from Moscow.
Yeah.
Why is the border control keeping so and it's we had to keep Moscow safe. So you locked us down here with a bunch of monsters
in the irradiated wasteland.
It's we had to keep Moscow safe, so we had radio silence over the entire city to keep anyone from finding us or us from finding anyone else. It's shut up, dude. That's not your choice to make, Russian government.
You didn't stop the monsters from finding us, though.
Yeah, we're stuck in there was fucking the last game was there's a giant race of teleporting dark creatures that just kill so many people, and Artyom had to make a big ol' hero out of himself to save the day.
So did you kill all the dark beasts?
I think, yeah. You launch bombs. You bomb Moscow. You have to bomb Moscow to kill the beasts, I think.
With nukes?
No, not with nukes. Or maybe you make him teleport like 5 miles away and then you bomb that. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that it was a very, like... Maybe you make him teleport away? I don't know. I know it's a bad thing that you do to them.
You have to get rid of the beasts. Make them teleport or bomb them then teleport. Teleport then bomb. Artyom, it's a mix and match kind of choose your own ending type of deal.
Great. There's a terrible scene in the train where, like, oh my god, like Artyom's sitting at a desk, and everyone's talking around him.
Yes.
And then the dad turns to you and it's like, Artyom, you have to find this specific radio frequency so we can know where the military checkpoint is to find the promised land. It's like, okay, Mr. Dad, sure. And so I'm there for like 10 minutes fiddling with the thing. And I'm like, so is this it? It's like at the middle of it and it's kind of glowing like not red. And Anna and her dad are having a debate. And every time there's like a dip in it, the dad's like, keep looking, Artyom. Please. There must be something to find. And like they go back to talking and arguing and stuff. Eventually, like it's like they're like it ends on a somber note, and then the dad's just like, keep looking, Artyom. It must be out there somewhere. And I'm like, I'm trying, sir. There's only so many things to do.
I'm trying, man.
And then he says it the second time after there's been no other talking, and I finally get it. And it felt so scripted, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, because I could hear it over the radio the entire time, like getting close and like hearing the words like of radio broadcast, and then it finally clicked up, and it's like, oh my god, what the fuck was that? Sure, I wanted to listen to it, but I also wanted to find it.
Yeah.
Don't make 5 extra minutes of dialogue just to have that for exposition so the daughter doesn't have to be mad at her dad anymore. There's a lot to the opening of Metro Exodus.
How's Katamari?
Katamari doesn't have an autosave feature, so I lost a bunch of my save.
You are having a shit fucking time with these games.
Yeah!
You're 3 for 3 on rough starts.
Yeah, really. I got really good luck on Katamari, rolling it up, having some good Katamaris, and then I turned the game off, and then Isabel played something else, and I'm like, oh, the game doesn't autosave. So here I am at level 2 again. Because it's a PS2 game ported to the Switch. Of course, they won't add autosave.
You really think they would? That's like step 1.
Yeah.
Can I just pet you, man? Just for a little bit? We were having a fun little pet thing.
But, so, Metro Exodus does a fun thing where it plays it like Mario Odyssey.
So there's a hub world.
No, you said a hub world, but there is no hub world. Here's a fun thing. Ben thinks the New Donk City is the hub world of Mario Odyssey. And he hasn't played a lick of Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, I haven't played any of it.
That's fine. But, so for the people that, he's biting a notebook.
He's eating paper. No.
So,
no.
For the people who have played Mario Odyssey, and for the people who haven't, it's just like you have a small space,
and that's your train.
Well, no. Well, yeah, the Odyssey is the train.
Yeah. So it's your hat spaceship is a train.
Yeah.
In this game.
And it's
and
just
you
full.
You get Cappies to fly it.
And everyone's Cappy. Everyone but you is Cappy. And they talk so goddamn much.
They shouldn't do that.
They all have conversations with you and each other and all that. And me, being someone who likes to listen to that, always listens to it. Even when it's so fucking useless.
I would love to be the kind of person who can just skip that shit.
Yeah.
Because, so often I'm just like, oh, I gotta make sure I get every single one of these dialogue lines.
Here's a, jumping to Horizon Zero, no, wait, I got it. So, you'll be given a semi-open space to explore.
Well, like an
in
open
Metro
space.
Exodus. Yeah. Did I make that joke?
I made that joke.
Anyway, they'll give you a semi-open space to explore, and you can explore it. You can look for secrets, you can look for stuff like that. Currently, I'm trying to find I'm trying to get my wife out of a radiation tomb.
The fuck? Why did she go in there?
Like, I get a call from Mr. Dad, from Sergeant Dad.
Artyom.
Like, my daughter's gone missing.
My little girl.
She wandered off.
She's gone.
She's a trained military soldier, and she wandered off.
She fell into a radiated tomb.
And slipped into a radiated, like, cellar.
Artyom, the nuclear mummies are going to get
And Artyom does the same thing. I'm looking for her in, like, an area where she went
and
off.
You just, like, slip down the stairs.
And he's like, whoa! And he slips into it, just like a hole in the floor. And Anna's like, and he's like, oh, I can't breathe, it's so radiated. And he puts his gas mask on, and his wife's just been sitting in there.
No gas mask?
Her gas mask's next to her, and he puts it on her. He's just like, I couldn't leave you, Artyom, and you called for me. And Artyom's like, oh, God, I can't get the door open. And he looks, and there's a gas valve, like, behind a gated fence that he has to, like, go through a subway to get to. And I'm currently doing that, and I'm like, shit, is she gonna die in, like, just, like, by falling into a thing and radiating till death? That'd suck.
And they're like, do you want that on white or honey wheat bread?
What?
Because you go through a subway.
Oh, right.
Sorry. Do you want that on Italian or honey wheat bread? Bread, Artyom.
I'd rather have the flatbread.
Oh, Artyom, we do not have that in Russia.
Fucking, what's the point of having you here, Subway?
Baba.
There's one English dude, there's one American dude in the posse, and he's fucking, you know Spike Spiegel?
The guy from Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah, he has his voice. I believe it's Steve Bloom, that's the voice actor. And it's so weird, like, the bombs fell like 30 years ago. So this guy was a boy when the bombs dropped.
Yeah.
And he was just in Russia. Somehow he maintained his American accent
Hey.
up until...
I was going to give a Russian accent real quick.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Doing a Russian accent that is trying to emulate an American accent. Because we don't know what the fuck we sound like.
Hot dogs and hello, my friends.
Barely anything. Right? What was I fucking saying?
So Russian is kind of it's rough. So it'd just be like you sort of like a harder, longer English.
Yeah.
I'm going to the bookstore.
Oh my god. That's fine, I guess. Well, no. We've met a Russian trying... Oh, well. Zoe never tried to emulate an American accent.
No, yeah, she was just speaking English.
Yeah.
In a Russian accent, so.
That's true.
I'm going to the bookstore.
I think we have to end this.
Hey, Artyom, do you want to go to a nuclear tomb? Tomb.
That's Kermit. Hello, Kermit the Frog here.
How many steps removed do you have to go from an accent to get to Kermit the Frog?
So, somewhere in the middle is, what's his name? What's the name of the guy in the Muppets 2?
Koos. Was it Koos something? Was it G?
Cause...
I'll Google it real quick.
Who was the fake Kermit in the Muppets 2?
Kermit. I'm gonna...
Constantine.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, so Constantine doing a Kermit the Frog impression is what a Russian would sound like doing an American accent. If he only listened to the Muppets. If he only watched the Muppets.
Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah, there it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's the one.
Artyom. I'm stuck in a radiation tomb.
So, if you ever want to know what Russians are like, pick up Metro Exodus.
Oh.
You'll hear them talk so much.
So much. Oh, that's 45 minutes of Whole lot of me complaining.
And me doing a Russian accent.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever wanted to listen to a bad Russian accent podcast, well, God, have I got a podcast for you.
Bye, guys.